Hollywood, a special edition of America's Top 10. This week, Casey counts down the 10 biggest pop hits of 1985. You'll see performances by Aha, Chaka Khan, Dire Straits, Foreigner, Hall & Oates, Madonna, Tears for Fears, and Wham! Now, here's Casey Kasem.
Thank you and hello again, everybody. Welcome to another special edition of America's Top 10. Now, what we have for you this week is our exclusive countdown of the 10 biggest songs of 1985. We'll be seeing performances of all 10 of the top 10 songs. And here we go. At number 10 is the first song by a Norwegian act ever to reach number 1 here in America. And the video for this song received a lot of attention because of the interesting animation technique it used. A revival of an old style of animation called rotoscoping. At number 10, among the 10 biggest hits of 1985, here is Aha and Take On Me. That's the three-man band from Oslo, Norway. Aha with their big number 1 smash, Take On Me, the 10th biggest song of the year. Only one of the songs in this year's top 10 is from a motion picture soundtrack. That compares with 4 movie songs from last year's top 10 of 84. It's the big hit from a wrestling movie called Vision Quest. And the woman who sang this hit had a cameo appearance in the film. Here she is, Madonna, with the first of her 2 songs in this year's top 10. At number 9, Crazy for You.
Swaying room as the music starts, strangers making the most of the dark. Back to their bodies become one. I see you through the smoky air. Can't you feel the weight of my stare? You're so close but still a world away. What I'm dying to say is that I'm crazy for you. Tell me once and you know it's true. I never wanted anyone like this. It's all brand new. The feeling in my skin. I'm crazy for you. Crazy for you.
Madonna with Crazy for You, the 9th biggest song of 1985. There were a number of big comebacks to the charts during 1985, and one of the biggest of them belonged to a band from London who first hit the top 10 back in 1979 with their song Sultans of Swing. That was their only top 40 appearance until 1985 when they rocketed to number 1 with a blockbuster called Money for Nothing. At number 8, Dire Straits.
That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks free. Now that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Let me tell you, them guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen delivery. We got to move the refrigerator. We got to move these color TVs. Move on.
That's the band led by Mark Knopfler, Dire Straits, with their big number 1 hit, Money for Nothing, the 8th biggest song of the year. Up next, the band Billboard magazine named the top group of 1985.
Lost in the 50s tonight. Baby Ruth, Butterfinger,
nutty Baby Ruth, crispy, crunchy, peanut buttery Butterfinger with their great rich taste.
I'm her big sister.
I'm her little sister.
I use Tampax tampons. Clean, comfortable protection you just can't get with a pad.
Aren't tampons hard to use?
Not really. Tampax has a new soft plastic applicator just for you. Pedal Soft. Pedal Soft tapered, pinky slim, so it's even easier to use.
Bye-bye, pads.
New Pedal Soft Tampax tampons. So easy to use, it'll get you off pads forever.
Big sisters always make things easier.
I always told them we'd go fishing tomorrow. Alcoholics always think tomorrow's going to be better. Well, with Koala Center's help, our tomorrow begins today.
Almost every sports story starts right here on the practice field. That's why we're here when the stands are empty.
So when they're full on game day, you know why we win or lose.
You can see the coaches prepare, the players progress, and the strategy plan.
So when it comes to putting it on the line, it's like you're sitting right here.
We give you a look inside the workouts at the pain and sacrifice. So when it's time to knock heads, you'll see if it all pays off.
Don Hine, Daryl Burnett, Lee Owens, News Center 13 Sports.
AIDS is a threat to the very well-being of America. As individuals, we face a critical decision, whether to shrink in fear or come forward with help and hope. Please join with me in giving support to the scientists working to end this epidemic. Write AIDS Research, New York City, 10116.
Now, we're up to the 7th biggest song of the year 1985. It's one of 2 #1 hits from the album Songs from the Big Chair, an album which spent 5 weeks at #1. That album generated the #1 song, Shout, and it produced the #1 song, which ranks at #7 among the biggest hits of the year. Here's the band Billboard magazine named the top group of '85, the band called Tears for Fears, with Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Band Tears for Fears with Everybody Wants to Rule the World, the song at #7 in our special survey of the top hits of 1985. Now, at #6 is the first of 3 songs in our survey by duos, and this particular duo just happens to be the most successful duo in history, a crown they've worn since they passed the sensational Everly Brothers in 1984. Here are Daryl Hall and John Oates at #6 with Out of Touch. At #6 among the biggest hits of 1985, Daryl Hall and John Oates with Out of Touch. The song at #5 is a monster pop and soul hit by a woman who took her name from a legendary African king, the name Chaka Khan. And by a funny coincidence, the song was written by a prince from Minnesota. Here's Chaka Khan with I Feel For You. That's Chaka Khan with her pop and soul hit, I Feel For You, the 5th biggest hit in our special countdown. Coming up in our survey, the biggest musical teen idols of 1985.
Introducing medicated Noxzema skin cream with a pump. It's where beautiful skin begins every day, because nothing cleans like Noxzema. It digs out dirt and oil but won't dry like soap. Noxzema, now with a pump.
For beautiful skin, you just pump, pump. Beautiful skin begins with Noxzema.
Now with a pump.
Talking to clients all day long can make me real hungry. When I'm hungry, I'm not a very good listener.
Snickers satisfies
To tell you the truth, I keep a Snickers bar in the third drawer of my desk. Takes the edge off my hunger and fills me up just fine.
Packed with peanuts, peanut butter nougat, caramel, and milk chocolate.
Satisfies you.
Packed with peanuts, Snickers really satisfies.
When it seems like forever to my next meal, Snickers holds me over beautifully.
WFMS, Pepsi-Cola, and WTHR are proud to present 4 great groups for one great cause. Live in concert at Market Square Arena on Sunday, January 5th will be the Judds, the Forrester Sisters, the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, and Lee Greenwood. All proceeds will benefit United Cerebral Palsy of Indiana. Tickets are $12, $13.50, and $15. Available at all Ticketmaster locations.
AIDS is a threat to the very well-being of America. As individuals, we face a critical decision, whether to shrink in fear or come forward with help and hope. Please join with me in giving support to the scientists working to end this epidemic. Write AIDS Research, New York City, 10116.
Betting liquidators and international sleep shops are doing it again. Name brand betting just $38. Brass and white daybeds only $188. It's your chance to save big at the gigantic New Year's sale.
Counting down the 10 biggest pop hits of 1985. And now we're up to the biggest song in our survey by a group. It's a band consisting of 3 Englishmen: Mick Jones, Dennis Elliott, Rick Wills, and one American, Lou Gramm. And for this #1 smash, they called upon the services of backup singers like Jennifer Holliday, Tom Bailey from the Thompson Twins, and the entire New Jersey Mass Choir. Here is Foreigner with the 4th biggest song of 1985, I Want to Know What Love Is.
Gonna take a little time to look around me. I've got nowhere left to hide. It looks like love has finally found me. In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. I can't stop now. I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me. I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show
That's the band that's 3/4 English, 1/4 American. Foreigner with the 4th biggest song of the year, I Want to Know What Love Is. Now, the 3rd most popular song of the year. It's the first of 2 songs in our survey by an English duo who really made a big mark on the charts. They became the biggest musical teen idols of 1985. And this is the song which introduced them to fans all across America. Here is Wham! With their first top 40 hit in the USA, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go.
You put the boom boom into my heart. You feel my toes sky high when your loving starts. To the bug into my brain. It goes to bang 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 till my feet do the same. Something about you, something ain't right. My best friend told me what you did last night. Left me sleeping in my bed. I was dreaming, but I should have been with you instead. Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go. I don't wanna miss it when you hit that high. Wake me up before you go. 'Cause I'm not planning on going solo. Wake me up before you go. Take me dancing tonight. I wanna hit that high. gray skies out of my way. You make the sun shine brighter than Doris Day. Turn the bright spark into a flame. My beats per minute never been the same. You're my lady, I'm your fool. It makes me crazy when you act so cruel. Come on, baby, let's not fight. We'll go dancing, everything will be alright. Wake me up before you go. Don't leave me hanging on like a yo-yo. Wake me up before you go. I don't want to miss when you hit that high.
That's George Michael and Andrew Ridgely, Wham! At number 3 with Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. And now we're up to the second biggest song of 1985. It's the biggest song for the year by a woman. And what a woman. She had a string of hits before this song came along, but this one has become her anthem. Here is Madonna with the song at number 2, Like a Virgin. Second most popular song of 1985, Like a Virgin by Madonna. Up next, the number 1 song of the year. It's a number 1 smash by the top duo of 1985, and it isn't Hall & Oates.
Give me the sun, give me the wine, give me some country wine cooler. Give me the fun, give me the wine, give me the real juice cooler.
Don't give me heavy, just give me light.
All we want is a taste that's right. Give me real fruit, give me white wine, give me great taste, give me some of mine. Give me the sun, give me the wine, give me some country wine cooler.
The real juice cooler. Today in Music History, brought to you by Swiss Miss Hot Cocoa Mix, a better hot cocoa. Today in Music History's Music Quiz number 34. Can you guess who said, I feel like a stripper when I go on stage? Was it David Bowie, Tina Turner, Mick Jagger, or Bette Midler? The answer after this.
In a national taste test, Swiss Miss Hot Cocoa Mix was compared with Carnation. What happened? Swiss Miss, it beat Carnation almost 2-1. Remember these? Ever since milk bottles looked like this, Swiss Miss has been making good things from milk. Like Swiss Miss pudding. It's made with lots of fresh milk, real cocoa, and no preservatives. Swiss Miss, America's favorite dairy case pudding.
What rock star said this? None other than Mick Jagger.
I feel like a stripper when I go on stage. You know, it's no different.
Ready for some lobster from Sizzler?
Lobster? You bet.
Well, you won't be needing this.
I won't.
Or this.
Are you sure?
Because you're having this. Sizzler's tender deep sea finger lobster. The sweet, delicious lobster you can eat with your fingers. With the Big Lobster taste. Served with a juicy sirloin steak. At a price you can count on your fingers. At the steak, seafood, salad.
Lobster.
Sizzler.
Well, so far, we've counted down the biggest hits of 1985 from number 10 to number 2, and that means we're up to the number 1 song of the year. It's a huge hit by the act that Billboard magazine ranked as the top singles duo of the year, the top album duo of the year, and the top duo of the year overall. In 1985, it isn't Hall & Oates who wear that crown. This time, it's Wham! Here's Wham! Featuring George Michael with the number 1 song of 1985, Careless Whisper.
Tonight the music seems so loud. I wish
By George Michael and Andrew Ridgely, and sung by George, the duo Wham, and the #1 song of 1985, Careless Whisper. Now, time for our trivia question. It comes from Donald Kiesler of Clemson, South Carolina, who watches the show on Channel 4 WYFF in Greenville. Donald wants to know if anyone has ever hit the top 10 while serving a jail sentence. Well, Donald, the answer is no. But there was one man who wrote a #1 song while he was in jail. The #1 song of the year, 1950. His name was Huddie Ledbetter, better known as Leadbelly, and he wrote the song while he was in prison back in the 30s. He was serving a prison sentence for murder. The song, Good Night Irene, a song which Gordon Jenkins and the Weavers took to #1 for 13 weeks back in 1950, making it the song with the longest consecutive stay at #1 in history. There's your answer. Thanks for writing in, Donald.
And because America's Top 10 used Donald's question, he'll receive Cody Wild Musk, the essence of animal attraction. Wild Musk oil for her, Cody Musk cologne for him. Use it before you stalk. And Gaetano Sportswear, fashion that fits. Your style will never be the same. Now at a department store near you. And Lasonic's Jumbo Portable AM/FM, shortwave double cassette radio recorder, and a personal portable AM/FM cassette radio from Lasonic.
Well, that wraps up our special countdown of the biggest songs of 1985. Till next time, keep your feet in the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
If you have any music trivia questions, jot them down and send them to America's Top 10, Box 4321, Hollywood, California, 90078.
Regional.